Stuff's going on in the personal life that kept me.
Hello and welcome. You are listening to Move Out and Draw Fire. I am your host, Dustin. Um, for those of you that have listened, it has been about a month, almost 2 months now, of not recording. A little bit of stuff's going on in the personal life that kept me from recording episodes. I'll go over a little bit about that a little bit later. What I want to do now is wish everybody a happy holidays. I know I've passed or missed Thanksgiving and Christmas, Hanukkah. I mean, New Year's is in a couple days. So, whatever you celebrate, I hope everything went well for you. I hope everything went the way you expected. I know in some states, some areas, that you're not allowed social gatherings at this point. So, hopefully, you found a way around that. I know my family and I. We use Zoom to kind of enjoy each other's company, do a couple things that we've usually have a kind of like a habit of doing, a ritual, not a ritual, but we do it every year. Uh, so not too long ago, probably about 2 weeks now, I was let go from my job. Um, I won't get into the specifics why. Most people know anyway. So, how's that affected me? Well, I feel better. It was, besides some of my coworkers, it was kind of a toxic environment dealing with some of the managers and higher ups. But now I have the holidays off. I have time to spend with my kids and my wife. I have time to do things that I necessarily couldn't do while working. Do a lot of more stuff around the house. You would think that I would have enough time to do more episodes, which was initial thought of mine, but I kind of slacked on that, and I do apologize to everybody, especially you, Jesse. Jesse's been trying to get me off my ass for a couple weeks now, and I feel like that I let him down in a way that if he were completely striving or driving himself by listening to these podcasts, then I failed, and I'm sorry. I truly apologize. You won't hear that very often from me. I really don't apologize for things, but this one, you have a sincere apology. So, I do feel better. I feel great. Not working there it's fantastic. I will eventually get another job. I might not like it there, but I feel good. I do miss some of the people that work there, but with today's technology, I can text, I can call. It's not that big a deal. If I want to send my memes to anybody, it's not that hard. So, like I said, I have more time with my family now. It's not such a toxic environment. The paychecks were nice. I feel like they could have been more. My biggest thing was we had it was a manufacturing plant, for those of you who don't know, and we had received a letter in the mail not too long before I was fired saying how great it was that we were producing outstanding product. We were working through the middle of a pandemic. And in my mind, I would think that a $42 billion a year company would incentivize people to work through these harsh conditions. I say harsh. But nonetheless, we had a plant where it was, if you could work from home, you had to work from home. So the people that did not have to work from home and had to go in and work around other people in close proximity, what do we get? Oh, we get a letter. And not just a letter, it was a letter that had a sticker. And the sticker said, "You're awesome." Are you kidding me? That is your way of, hey, you did great. We're not going to give you more money for these dangerous conditions, but just want you to know you're awesome. Really? Friggin' really? We had a plant manager didn't come to the plant for 6 months, and he's sending us letters saying that we're awesome. What was really funny is on the same day, I got my birthday card from the company with my free full-size candy bar voucher from the company and my termination papers on the same day. So I feel like they could have avoided that by just not sending me my birthday card. I mean, I knew the termination letters were coming, but I was fired 4 days before my birthday, so the card shouldn't have come, but it did. Now I'm left with the thought of, should I go get my candy bar? I'm going to try. So let's move on from that. In recent news clippings and other stuff in the media right now, it turns out there was a bombing on Christmas Day in Nashville, Tennessee. Our thoughts and hopes go out to those people. 1 or 2 shootings. One was in a bowling alley. Listen, the world is not a great place. And you'll see that some people are really affected by this, and the ones that are not necessarily affected, it's kind of like we're used to just bad shit happening all the time. So why not a bombing? Why not a shooting? It's upsetting, to say the least. However, with the way that we're now desensitized through media and movies and video games and what have you, we're not really affected by it. And people who aren't affected by it but want to say that they are affected by it, well, they're just seeking attention and trying to use a tragedy to get attention. And I use the word tragedy lightly. I had received a sort of written or a verbal counseling a few years back during the Vegas shooting, if you can remember that. And they brought up that it was a tragedy, and I said it wasn't a tragedy. Was it awful? Yes. But for me, it wasn't a tragedy. I don't know how to better define what I would say is a tragedy, but that one, it wasn't a tragedy. It was unfortunate, yes. Shouldn't have happened, but it wasn't a tragedy. Because the same night Tom Petty died, and that affected me just about as much as however many people were killed then. Again, unfortunate, but I don't believe it was a tragedy. I'll move on from that. That's a personal opinion. You don't have to go off of that, but it's what I feel. So, in the past month and a half, we've had Thanksgiving, which was nice. We got together with what family we could. My wife made a great dinner that the whole house enjoyed. For Christmas, we had, let's say, three different Christmas gatherings. One with my in-laws, one for actual Christmas, and then another one with the in-laws again, with a different side of or more family. I did a Zoom meeting with my mother and my sisters, and we did the 12 days of Christmas. I dropped off my mother's Christmas gift to her. It was a Detroit Lions crock pot, because we do live in Michigan, and my mother and her husband Andy, they are diehard Detroit Lions fans. I consider myself a Lions fan only by extension of my mother and my father were Detroit Lions fans, so it's kind of like by default I root for them. Anyway, I'm not big into sports. I couldn't tell you anybody who's on the Detroit Lions right now. I couldn't tell you anybody on any sports team right now. I'm not that big into sports. I do more movies and music and video games than I do sports. And as far as video games go, I'm taking a little break from. I play Destiny 2, Fantasy Warfighters, what have you. But TV I've been watching a lot of. And I will go into my newest favorite TV show, which is The Mandalorian. Now, if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, you need to stop what you're doing, shut this off, go watch the 16 episodes of The Mandalorian. You will not be let down by this. It is one of the greatest Star Wars shows ever created. I believe it is better than the 3 sequels that just came out. It is a hair's breadth above the 3 prequels, and on par with the three originals. And if I had to tell you right now what my favorite Star Wars movie was, it would definitely be Empire Strikes Back. I'm a huge Darth Vader fan. I think the guy just got a bad rap. That's just how I feel. Grogu, Baby Yoda, however you want to say it, for being a little 15-year-old infant in The Mandalorian, they set kind of a new standard for the Star Wars universe that is going to be hard to kind of live up to for the rest of the series that they're going to come out with. And I think they come out with or announced about 10 more, some crazy number like that. But we all went in with, all right, it's going to be another Star Wars show. The last 3 movies were a huge letdown, but The Mandalorian, it was perfect. There possibly was, I can't think of anything that I could put it down right now. Last year they came out with a show called The Witcher on Netflix. That was a great show. I suggest watching that as well. It's about a video game or a comic book. I'm not sure which one, but the show itself, it's amazing. I don't know the whole backstory behind that, but it's amazing. Other shows that come out, I finished watching the series of Supernatural. They had to record the last episode or 2 during the... they had shut down production because of the COVID-19 pandemic. They did release the last 6 episodes, last month, the month before. Great TV show. If you get a chance to watch that, I would suggest watching that as well. So, what are my future events? Future events for me are find a new job, but what I really want to do is finish out my diploma for the computer-aided drafting and design. I only have about a semester or 2 left of that. And since I don't have a job right now, I could possibly finish that out this semester, because if I don't have a job, I can take classes all day long with no problem. Because before I was only doing 4 classes a semester because I had a full-time job. And it was just enough to get the credit hours to the point where the GI Bill would pay for the full extent of the BAH that I was entitled to. So that's what I was doing. Now, without this job and receiving unemployment benefits, I could theoretically do the same thing just full time now. So I think I'm going to try that. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. But my goal is to do more episodes for the listeners, for the watchers, what have you. Because I feel like I'm letting people down almost. So again, I sincerely apologize, and I want to make sure everybody knows that if you don't hear from me on these podcasts or the YouTube or however you watch these, you can still get a hold of me, and I will do what I can no matter what to help out. I will talk you through things. I will, just let you know I'm here for you, because statistics will prove that the holiday season, right around this time, is the highest season for suicides amongst anybody. So you're dealing with maybe you don't have the love that you think that you have from your family, from other loved ones. You're feeling alone right now. It's a dangerous situation. It's supposed to be a time meant for giving and caring, time to spend with family and friends. But if you don't have those around that, and you try to seclude yourself from that, thinking that you don't have those, or maybe you actually don't, that would be unfortunate. But if you're listening to this, you have friends and family, whether it be your military family, your blood relative family, your military friends. We're here for you. And if I can't help you, I'll find somebody who can. I don't want you to go through a dark time just because you feel alone. And as I've said in every episode so far, you're not alone. You are not alone. We are here for you. I'm here for you. So if you ever feel the need, hit me up on Messenger. If you know my phone number, call me there. Shoot me a text. Tell me you're in trouble. I'll call. I'll get a hold of you. We can talk through it. We'll do what we can. So there's no need to leave anybody to kind of deal with a situation like that on your own. It's uncalled for. We are here for each other. Whether you are a military veteran listening to this, or you're a concerned citizen that is listening to this, non-military, military alike, we're here for each other. These are dark times right now. The only way to really get through and see the light is probably with other people. In my own opinion, is go with a team. You don't do solo, you do teams. Stick with a team. Find somebody, buddy up, team up. Whatever it is. So, all right, let's try to get on to something a little bit more. I don't know. You guys, it's been a weird time. Before the Army, I was still in high school. I joined the Army right out of high school. I got out of the Army in January 2015, just shy of a full 12 years. And from January to May was my only time of not having a job, and I was going stir crazy. In that 5 months, it was kind of like going into a depression. I thought of myself, I don't have to work ever again. My life's going to be easy. Nothing will ever be as hard as the military. In some regards, yes, nothing will ever be that hard. But in other regards, not having the social circles of coworkers and people I could talk to, it sent me into a dark place. And after I got my job, I met some other people going through the same kind of situations I was. did some mending through that, and now after 5.5 years of working at that company, no longer working there, I'm now using what kind of my own advice here, which would be to stay in contact with people that I enjoyed working with. I enjoyed being around, somebody who could lift my spirits up when they're down. I do a lot of conversing with Jesse, Morgan, Rob Hines, some other people, Daniel, Jason, a bunch of guys I used to work with. I talk to them. Caleb, Steve, a couple other people. But I did a post on the Facebook page. I'll try to put a little snippet in here that we do have a official logo now, and that was done by, the idea was given by Sarah, and it was kind of finalized through with Nick. And I have a couple of t-shirt kind of, what am I thinking of? T-shirt ideas. I've done a couple like visual ideas that I've shown to people. They've given me their opinions on which t-shirt should stay, which t-shirt should go, what colors. And right now, it's for the t-shirts, it's going to be only 3 different colors that we're going to be working with right now. It's going to be like an OD green, a desert tan, and then a brown. Kind of all the military colors. So, or the military camouflage colors, I should say, which would be OD green, black, brown, tan, whatever. But we're going to put those on there. Come up with some more graphics to put on the t-shirt. And once we have the finalized idea, we're going to have to go through another company, order the t-shirts. We're still deciding on if we want to get the sizes first and then just order the sizes of the t-shirts, or order 10 t-shirts of every size and just sell it that way. That way we can try to get a better deal on the t-shirts. The price from which I will buy the t-shirts to sell the t-shirts was not going to be a great increase. It will be increased some, only because if I can make a profit off it, I can order more and possibly branch out into making hats, coffee mugs, other items like that. But if you're concerned of where the funds will be going, it'll be going into the channel to produce merchandise, and through merchandise we can get the word out that through this channel you can hopefully find some common ground with what I feel, with what my whoever I interview, how they go through things, how they feel. It's kind of like this channel is here for people to understand what I went through, what some others went through, how we've coped with it, how we've dealt with it, kind of move on from there. So if I can make a profit off that, make more merchandise, people, they see it, they go, oh, what's that? Let's Google it. And then they find it, they listen to it, they're happy, they feel better about themselves. Kind of whole circle life thing. So after that, I'm going to try my hardest right now to put out more episodes at a greater frequency than what I was doing. I have been working on a few skits, kind of comedy skits that the military people and the veterans will more understand than probably not veterans. But I'm trying to do it in a way to help non-military, non-veteran people understand how we go through it, what we had to go through in order to get like VA disability benefits, or dealing with VA doctors, having to go through the hoops that we had to just to get some kind of like for me, I've had hoops and crap to go through just to get the 30% disability that I get right now. In fact, one of the one of the problems that I had was this was 5 years ago. I went in for my disability benefits rating, and I had said that I had PTSD. And after 4 tours, it doesn't matter who you are, you have some sort of post-traumatic stress disorder. It might not be as bad as some people's. It might not be as easy as some people's. But I went and told him, I was like, hey, I have this. I have my nightmares. I have the reoccurring like flashbacks. And after so long, they told me, you don't have it yet. You don't have PTSD yet. So that in itself, by telling somebody that they don't have PTSD, even though you told them you don't have PTSD, it's kind of a kick in the teeth. It's because, is it because I didn't go in there with a gun in my mouth, or I'm not drinking myself to sleep every night, and what have you? Is that the reason? So that was 5 years ago. I have talked with doctors multiple times in the last 5 years, and I was kind of like, all right, now I have the paperwork to show that I've went through the counseling. I'm still not getting any better as far as that, so we'll see how that goes. But my skits are they're going to be for comedic purposes, to explain again to non-military people what we've had to go through. If you have any ideas, you can always send me a message giving me your ideas. If I have the time and means to do it, I can. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for today. I'm going to keep this rather short because I do have more episodes that I have kind of the transcript for. This is more of a kind of shoot from the hip kind of thing. I wanted to get one out. That way people know, I didn't stop doing it. I'm still doing it. I haven't stopped. I don't plan on stopping. It's just with the holidays and stuff like that, and with me being fired, kind of been a busy month and a half. So I will leave you with this. That's not weird. I'll leave you with this. Kind of a food for thought. No, that's not right either. I just want to say that you're not alone. Okay, we're always here for you. We, other veterans going through the same thing, you're not alone. We're here for you. Contact us, get a hold of us, or even get a hold of the crisis hotline. Whatever you need to do. But again, merch coming up. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. If you have a New Year's resolution, it's probably not, with the way this shit show's going right now, I wouldn't get your hopes up for going to the gym and losing a bunch of weight. Just make it simple, because who knows how long this will be going on for. So, always stay safe, always stay ready, and I miss you guys. I do. Anyway, so always keep in mind that I'm here for you. You ever need help, let me know. All right, move out. Draw fire.